93. This is the view from our porthole. We're going at a nice little clip today. I will pull back and see a view of the entire room, which is small. Marty's reading material, of course. Now, pan a little bit on the widest angle, yeah, okay. Dresser, mirror, phone, complimentary champagne, two twin beds, of course, that's typical. Oh, there I am. This will probably be the first and only shot of me you'll see in this whole trip. And panning back, it's very small, but it's quite comfortable. Television with many, many channels, and they all show movies. Nice movies, too. There's a shot of the two beds. And the closets are over here. The bathroom is over here with Mr. Marty in it at the moment. And for the time being, we'll fade out and call it a day. It's morning. Fading in on the Lido deck. People enjoying the sun. Today is a beautiful day. It's just warm. It isn't hot like it was yesterday. And there's a nice breeze. We're at sea, expecting to dock at Bar Harbor at 1 p.m. Getting too much here. There it is, the famous orange smokestack. Orange smokestack is Cunard's symbol. That's how you always know that you're on a Cunard boat. This is what I would call a pretty good shot. We're on the aft, very aft of the boat. Lido grill, swimming pool, deck chairs. Couldn't ask for a more beautiful day or a more beautiful setting. And there is the open water and the wake. Zooming on the wake a little. I hope nobody gets seasick watching my sea pictures. It's land.
Very unhealthy situation if everybody did that.
I'm not sure exactly.
This place would be entirely backwards.
What it is?
It was the sun and everybody was turning around because the houses.
I can barely make it out. Now, I think we've got it. It's a land mass and a cute little house.
Is this going in the boat or what? Beauty.
some reason, I didn't get it before. Still trying to figure out the use of this camera. Hold it steady.
I arranged to turn the
Maybe they'll keep me on here.
Off the aft port side of the boat.
This is Peggy's Cove, July 10th, 1993. There's my beautiful wife walking down the rocks. Hopefully she won't fall off, break her neck. I'll end up collecting $100,000 in life insurance. My wife informs me that this is glacial rock from the Devonian period, 415 million years ago.
And we are recording. We're having a little problem with the camera today, July 10th, 1993, trying to figure out how to use it. We're on the glacial rock at Peggy's Cove. Gonna pan up to the lighthouse, which is very picturesque. Oh, is that a shot? Let's zoom in on the lighthouse a little. Look at that. That's when a camera like this really pays off. I'm right in on the window. I'll zoom out. Beautiful. Peggy's Cove, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Artist's Colony. Yes? What?
This is a panoramic view of the bay, taken by your erstwhile photographer, Marty Stein.
Erstwhile wife is going to start walking up the glacial rock.
The rainwater washing up on the rocks. Don't think it's seawater, because how could it come down from so far? Must have rained recently. Very interesting.
15 million years old.
Little patches of grass growing in among the rocks. Quite amazing.
I've been taking all the movies, so I haven't gotten into them.
415 million. You should never listen to the tour guides.
Don't listen to the tour guide?
All tour guides are congenital idiots. They work here 15 years, they don't even know what they're talking about. Overpaid, underworked. Congenital idiots.
So cynical.
Of our show, Mr. Marty Stein. Walking up toward, are you going to walk up towards the lighthouse? No, he's not going to walk up towards the lighthouse. He's walking down. I'll pan up to the lighthouse. A different view. Yes.
This is my father having a wonderful time. I just caught him sleeping and I woke him up. He's the only man I know that can sleep standing up. You find this very educational and scientific? Informative?
Give me more power to push.
Excellent.
Don't record this conversation, please.
Why not? That's the best. That's natural. Well, I went to the museum.
Oh yeah, we're just about to do that.
So go ahead.
Okay.
I'll
You can
go
go out
over
to the
there.
lighthouse. It's very interesting. Very beautiful. With bagpipers. playing.
There's my mother. She just found my father, who got lost in the toilet for 10 minutes.
How could you say that?
And he's having a ball.
Because it's natural.
Yeah, everybody got off the bus and nobody was hanging around. There were more pisses.
Did you get his?
Yes, my father said there were more pisses than shitters. This is sort of like a kelp bed. Very picturesque.
It'd be good for the snapshot.
Very picturesque buoys, spelled B-U-O-Y-S. Some multicolored rope. Should look good on my television.
This is the rock. It's a granite rock that was carved over a period of 10 or so years by an artist named DeGarth, who settled here in Peggy's Cove, Nova Scotia. It actually depicts the faces of the townspeople, but they're in symbolic and historic guises. Our guide did tell us about all of it. It's hard for me to remember, but it is quite a feat because this is granite, which is extremely hard to carve. It's a fishing village. These people depicted are fisher people. And Peggy was the sole survivor at age 15 of a terrible
Today is July 11th. Sunday, it's our last day on board. We're going to stay on the QE2, not going into Newport. And here's my beautiful wife, enjoying herself, as always. And she's very sad to be going home. Big pastime here is coming out and seeing the QE2.
This is Newport, Rhode Island, which is devoted, a town totally devoted to boating. The regatta is here, and the America's Cup is here, and everything you can tell today. The QE2 is a big draw for all these boats. It's a Sunday, of course. All these boats are coming out to see the QE2.
view of the smokestack from the upper deck. Very picturesque. Some bridge, I don't know what it is, crossing the bay. Very picturesque. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous day.
July 11th, 1993, Sunday, the last day of the voyage. This is the harbor at Newport, Rhode Island. From, moving with the camera, from the hallway, approaching not the Grand Lounge, the Queen's Lounge. This is an area where we can have tea every day, where meetings take place and lectures. And this, of course, is the library and bookstore where Marty has spent quite a good deal of his time. These reflections of the windows and my reflection. This is the Queen's room. I've decided that what the QE2 is a very large luxury hotel on the high seas. Now, of course, I'm a little slow in coming up with this description because I'm sure everybody else has already known about that. This looks like the grand lobby of a hotel. There's a dance stand and a dance floor. Dancing does go on here a lot. They even have what they call gentlemen hosts. The gentlemen hosts are hired by Cunard to dance with the single elderly widowed women who come on the cruise. There are 5 gentlemen hosts, and they walk around. And in the evening is when they do their work. We're now in the Lido Club. The Lido Club has the indoor pool, which you can see there, and many tables and chairs. It sits under the Magrodome Center, which is a sliding glass ceiling that comes back at night. They serve delicious luncheon buffets in the Lido Center. At night, this is the discotheque area, where the teenagers like to come, and I guess some of the older people. It's a lovely spot. On one of the deck stairways, there's lots and lots of reproduction art on board the Cunard. They're very proud of their art, as a matter of fact. And many of the stairways look like this. Of course, there are at least 15 of them or more. It's a huge boat. And there are elevators as well. This is just typical of one. This is the Grand Lounge. The boat is shaking a little. That's not me. That's the boat. The Grand Lounge is where all the entertainment in the evenings is. It's very beautiful. It may be a little dark in here. Up there, we're on the upper deck. Up there is the boat deck. That's where all the fancy shops are. See if we can get some idea of how large the Grand Lounge is. Boat deck, fancy shops. I bought some perfume. Around, dance floor, also a show floor. It looks like a large nightclub, basically. I would say that's what it is. It's very nice, it's comfortable. Stewards come around and serve you. And the entertainment has been really, really first rate. I have to say that. Just first rate. Very professional. Well, here we are in the casino area. It's not really very large, but it does extend the length of the hallway on the upper deck. The slot machines that you see here are extremely popular. At night, when the gambling begins, you can't get through this hallway. You cannot walk through it. People are just pulling those one-armed bandits like there's no tomorrow. This is the blackjack area of the casino. Quite a nice mural. Also very popular during the nighttime hours. This is the infamous roulette table where I lost $20 in about 10 minutes. I didn't win back one chip. More one-armed bandits, more one-armed bandits. And believe me when I tell you that you cannot walk through here in the evening. I'm so glad I decided to do this right now. It's the perfect time. There's nobody here. Now, down at the end of the hall, I'm going to zoom in on the name Mauritania. That is our restaurant. I'll zoom back, and then I'll take us down there again. This is an example of a deck stairway also. It's more representative of the more elaborate central staircases. The last one we were on the quarter deck was a little less elaborate than this. And there's a central hallway too. This is the Mauritania restaurant with the menu for tonight's meal. People are entering for the early seating. We, of course, are on the late seating. We don't even enter the restaurant until about 8:30 p.m. We're just going to take a quick look, because it's hard to walk with the camera. Quick look at the size of the restaurant and the decor, just to have something to remember by people already seated for the first sitting. Luncheon buffets are also served in the Mauritania. Tonight is an informal night, that's why people are not dressed up coming into the restaurant. Theater, where lectures and dance demonstrations and musical concerts and second-run movies are shown. It's a very comfortable, luxurious theater. There's even a balcony. Right now, a mass has just been finished. They do this mass every day. Grand Lounge, I just wanted to get another shot from a different angle, so to remember it by. And in fact, maybe I'll go upstairs and back of the stage and take even another shot. It's quite dramatic up there. These are just, for me personally, to remember what the boat was like and how much I loved it and what a wonderful time I had. The boat deck, and there is a picture of the namesake of this beautiful vessel, along with all the stores represented. Prices are very high. We'll pan back from the boat deck to get an overall shot of the Grand Lounge and of the boat deck. This is a good shot. The hallway between the theater bar and the Grand Lounge, where photographs are displayed every day. They take millions and millions of photographs. And if you like yours, you may purchase it. Of course, if you don't like it, you don't have to purchase it. We've purchased several. Some of them haven't come out too good, but what can you do? In fact, I'm gonna take a picture of one that we're not buying. At least I'll have a picture of it.
We can accept also credit cards.
Yeah, no, I just didn't take anything.
Recognize the happy couple. Too bad we look like we're going to an execution rather than the captain's reception, where we were introduced to him and met him.
The shops take only cash tonight too?
I think the picture is terrible, but it deserves to be put on video.
Bagel cards.
So that's the other
Oh, I don't know if we take that. Let me just check.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
They're starting to get put out on the foredeck already. I better go in and put mine back. This is the foredeck. Our way to my room. Our room. This is what it looks like. Room 4093. Our room. Very nice room. With a porthole. I'm going to show it to you in more detail now. This is the entranceway to our room. The room is a little messy and Marty is sleeping, but this will just remind me what it looked like, and that's why I'm doing it. There's our porthole, which is a lovely porthole. 2 closets with a lot of room for everything we could possibly need. This is our bathroom. Utilitarian, but it works. Has a shower, has a medicine chest, has everything you need. Well designed, compact, it works. Hi, Mr. Marty. Telephone. This dresser, which is very nice, has pulls out to make a desk. Many lights and reading lights on the side. Single berths, but very comfortable. I slept like a rock last night. And that's basically the entire room.
Departing Newport. Once in a while you can hear the horns in the background. These are some of the boats that are escorting us out as we leave the harbor. So did you see everything you wanted to see on this trip?
I really did everything I wanted to do. I spent a lot of time on the ship, which was just magnificent. This is our first sunset, but it's quite a sunset.
Isn't it?
And so I really feel it's been a very satisfying trip. And I love it. And I can't wait to go on another cruise. I can go next week if I could.
And are we going to buy a new TV, new camera?
No, we're going to borrow Jared's camera.
No, we're not going to borrow Jared's camera.
Yes, we are.
We're going to get a new camera.
Fast now. Look at that. As we move, the cruise that goes behind the land. It looks like we're having a race with the sun. Who's going to get out of Newport first? It's quite amazing.
And the sun will win, as always. Careful with Mother Nature.
It's going. God. Look at that. That's so funny. This will be good for a video. Can't get that with a still camera.
She's got to talk to me and talk to the machine, right? All right, you do what you want. They worked for Johnny Carson. Either Doc Severson or
Yes, the cap is off now.
Good. Is it functioning?
It seems to be functioning.
Because I can barely see the lens.
You don't have to see the lens.
I know, but whether the cap is on or not.
Oh, the cap is off. So tell us, where are you?
Oh, where am I? I'm in Bushkill at my daughter's mansion in Saw Creek. Saw Creek what? What do they call it?
Saw Creek Estates.
Estates. And I find it very relaxing. As you can see, the speckled sunshine coming through